A couple other small things. There was like a lack of vegetarian items on the bar menu. We want to buy from the bar. We want to support Old Man Liver and the Pioneer Saloon, but my wife is a vegetarian. And when I got to the window to order, I said, is there any vegetarian options? And they were like, French fries. It looked like that they had an option for an Impossible Burger, but there were no Impossible patties ready that day. The kitchen did offer to make my wife a grilled cheese sandwich, which was really cool. But for people that are vegetarians or don't eat red meat for health reasons, having just a couple more options I think would be cool. With things being a lot more spread out due to them being in Goodsprings and at Sandy Valley Ranch, made it tough to see everything I wanted to see. I really wanted to go to the Fallout Film Festival, but it was butted up against the costume contest, so I missed the costume contest. And I know things like that are gonna happen, but for some of the huge marquee events, I think they need to be just spaced out a little bit better. And if you're gonna work with the hotels in Primm, my experience, Buffalo Bills totally lived up to being the Bison Steve. It was dark, it looked deserted, and it seemed like an escaped convict was gonna jump out from around the corner at any moment. We stayed at Primm Valley Ranch, which is right across the street, and I know that they're all owned by the same company, but maybe they have different managers or something, because the Primm Valley Ranch really tried to get into the Fallout spirit. I thought much more so than Buffalo Bills. We saw a bartender dressed as a powder ganger. They had the bakery called the Sugar Bombs Bakery. They renamed the diner to the Vicky and Vance Diner, and they had the cars there, which they were really trying to get people over to. So maybe shift more stuff over to Primm Valley Ranch if you can. I think some more places to sit down outside would have been nice, like maybe rent some picnic tables to put up in that back area behind the trucks. Another bartender or two behind the bar might help too. I felt like the lines were getting pretty long. At one point, the line for the bar was going out into the area past the general store. But the sad fact of the matter is that maybe the event's just gotten about as big as Goodsprings can manage. And the idea of having two events now, one in West Virginia and one in Nevada, is probably the best thing that they can do, because that way you split up the audience a little bit and then everybody can have a good Fallout experience, even if we can't all be in one place at the same time. But what do you think? What suggestions do you have for the organizers for Fallout Fan Celebration 2026? These people deeply care about Fallout, they deeply care about putting on the best event possible, and they are definitely open to your suggestions. I will see you all there next year for Fallout Fan Celebration number 5 in Goodsprings. Catch you out in the wasteland.